Hello, fifth grade. Here are the green vocabulary words for the story, the Hindenburg out of the reading street. Let's dive into this, shall we? Our first word is drenching. So on your page, fill in drenching. And the answer that you're going to see to this on Friday is the word soaking. A drenching rainfall. So let's talk about antonym and synonyms. Synonyms would be a heavy rainfall. An antonym would be dry. That is a great antonym. Drenching rainfall. I got caught in a drenching rainfall when we went to Cancun once, and the water was warm. It was like taking a bath. Not quite like our rain here in Utah. That's pretty chilly. For a picture, go ahead and draw some clouds and a drenching rain falling down. Okay, the next thing we have is era. And the answer to era is a period of time. And here is a picture showing 4 different time eras. We definitely don't drive vehicles like that anymore, do we? And look at this one. They still have horse and buggy. And in here, they just had to walk. So different time areas where technology was different. This is kind of similar to our day right here. All right, let's do antonym and synonym for this, shall we? Antonym, synonym. So an era means a period of time, or we'll put time in history. The opposite of a time in history would be maybe all time, because that would talk about specifically everything, and this is a time in history. We'll talk about an era. Okay, a word that you can use is, my mom likes to wear bell bottoms. They were from the 70s era. Or anything else that you would like to add a sentence that would fit with this sentence. You can draw a picture. If you did the bell bottoms, you could draw a picture of the big fancy pants with big long bell bottoms. By the way, I just bought some the other day. They're coming back into style. Or you could draw anything relative to a time era. All right, I'm trying to move through this quickly. Criticizing, which I hope is something you guys don't do because it's kind of harsh. Criticizing is finding faults with something. Finding fault with. As you can see in this picture, this gentleman looks like he's criticizing this piece of artwork. So let's do an antonym and a synonym with that. So synonym, finding faults with, would be maybe saying cutting remarks. Antonym, or the opposite, would be compliment. You're giving compliments to someone. You can use this word in a sentence by saying, my brother was criticizing the way I mopped the floor. Or the man in the picture is criticizing the artwork. And then draw a picture related to your sentence. Criticizing. All right, next one we're going to talk about is explosion. You're probably familiar seeing explosions on the 4th of July. And it is likened to a violent burst. Explosion. So, speaking of antonym and synonyms, synonym could be fireworks. That would be a synonym or something similar to a violent burst. Antonym, something the opposite of an explosion. How about this? Quiet and soft like a pillow. Okay, using the word explosion in a sentence. You could say, I am excited to see the explosion from the fireworks. And then draw a picture of fireworks here. And in here, in this picture, they have a picture of a naval battle, and these are explosions in the water. So you can draw torpedoes and explosions in the water too if you wish. The next word we have is cruised or traveled around. This is like a cruise ship or a riverboat ship. It looks like a cruise ship going around visiting. So if you cruised, it means you've traveled. So antonym, synonym. Something that means similar to traveled and something that means the opposite of traveled. We'll just say the opposite would be a homebody. That's a body that just stays at home. And someone that traveled, ooh, maybe a traveler. or a tourist. Are great examples of a synonym. You can use an example to this, that if you traveled on a cruise ship earlier this year, you might have gotten stuck on quarantine with COVID-19. Or I'm excited in a few years when this all clears up to be able to cruise, go on a cruise and cruised around. Yes, our word is cruised, sorry. Draw a picture of the word cruised by drawing a picture of a fancy boat, or whatever will liken to your sentence that you used. Cruising is really fun. All right, next word is hydrogen. Hydrogen, there's a picture of hydrogen. Has a little warning sign because hydrogen is a light gas. In the story, hydrogen is what they filled a great big balloon that helped them have a flying ship, and it proved kind of disastrous. So let's talk about antonym and synonym. A light gas and something that is the opposite and the same. Well, if you think about it, let's think about the states of matter. You guys talked with Mrs. Bird. There's gas, liquid, and solid. So you can say the opposite of a light gas would be a solid, like ice. A synonym to a light gas could be vapor or steam. They're kind of a gaseous form. Very good. Okay, in a sentence you can use, there's a story about the Hindenburg that was filled with hydrogen. And you can draw a picture of the Hindenburg with a little boat or the Manning ship that was underneath it. Or hydrogen is a light gas that is also very dangerous. And then you could draw a picture of this little danger sign right here. Would work out well too. All right, friends, there are your vocabulary words for the story of the Hindenburg. I will get this story up so you can hear the fascinating story. Oh, quickly, I forgot. These are also words that you're going to see on your test. They are different forms of the word criticize. So let's review them. You will be tested on them. You're welcome to write them down on your notes. And I'm totally cool if you use this note sheet on your test on Friday. It's not called cheating, it's called taking good notes. The trick is not to lose it between now and Friday. All right, please write down critic. It is someone that reviews movies. Criticism, unfavorable remarks. We're familiar with that one already. Critical, it's important. If you happen to make it to the hospital and have to be on a ventilator, it's critical that you get the appropriate care or the important care you need. Criticize. If you criticize your younger brother, you're finding fault with them. Criteria. I, as a teacher, have certain criteria or standards I have to teach to. And critique. That is a review or explaining someone's opinion of a movie or like an Amazon review or an Amazon critique of a product on Amazon. All right, that will help you get 100% on your vocabulary this Friday. And if you have any questions, give me a call. Thanks.